Well, this is one of my projects. Um, Obviously it's not a wet weather playtime job, but when we get some dry weather, I'll show you what we're going to do. We have to repair this. It's the sharing table, and it has seen better days. These are all beginning to rot, and it's held together with bits of wire, nuts missing, and all in all, it has seen better days. But for now, there's other jobs to do. I've come up today in between rain showers just to check everything's okay, nothing's died, and everything's growing as it should be. Don't know what it's been like where you are, but we've had no but rain over the past few days, few weeks. In fact, I'm a bit peeved off about it because I really want to get this raked over, and I want to get the garlic in, and then I want the early potatoes in the other bed just over here, which is still waiting to be dug over, still waiting to get all that couch grass out. But you know, it's not a race. You spend the time on here, you do what you can, and you turn it round the best you can. You know, you start putting pressure on yourself, you don't enjoy it. And to be honest, that's the whole thing about gardening. It's about enjoying the journey. Don't get stressed up. Don't sow loads of seeds and then think, where the hell am I going to put them? You've got all year. It's only February. Now, one thing with rain, and especially this time of year, is your beds. I mean, this bed, which I dug over, it's just, look at that. Now, there is one way to combat waterlogged soil, and that's raised beds. How different that is. I mean, yeah, there's a load of compost dug into that, but even way down, it's still, you know, you can still grow on there. The only problem with raised beds is in summer they dry out quick, whereas the normal beds over there, they're fine. Raised beds can be a nightmare because, like I say, this one is only, what did I say, 8 foot by 4 foot, which is 2.4 meters by 1.2. When I top it up, it takes about 3 or 4 bags of compost, so it's about 25 quid to keep topping it up. So that starts mounting up if you've got 6, 12 beds. So yeah, you have to think of that, and you set that into the equation. Even if you start putting manure in it, so if you manure it and compost it, you know, it soon starts adding up, and that's, you know, if you're doing it on a budget, it can work out expensive. We don't get manure here, we don't get wood chippings here. As I've said before, we have a big gate down at the bottom, which the council have the key to. We can't have that key, mainly because there's a big playing field at the back, and we do get a lot of gypsies that, or we used to get a lot of gypsies that used to park up on there, and that's why the security gate's on. I get it, but it becomes a bit difficult when you want to try and get a delivery of mulch, wood chip, compost, because it gets dumped on the roadside and you've got to wheelbarrow it through. And I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, you'll see. So this is the gate, the main gate. So yeah, you can probably get a wheelbarrow through there, but you can't get yourself through it. And through this one here, I'll walk through it, and your shoulders do hit the top. So if you're pushing a wheelbarrow, you have no chance of getting through there. So we just need to get through that gate. Right, I'll take it down to the polycrub, and you can see what we've been growing. Here we go. There's the broad beans, shallots just round the corner. Remember the garlic from Calbraith, or whatever they're bloody called? And I moaned about them. Well, they seem to be doing all right. They do really need to get out, and I'm hoping that once this weather gets changed, if it ever does get changed, then we can get them back out. There's the radar onions, some Provence white garlic. At the back we have some more broad beans. These are the red barons that I sowed in the last video, and these are the Elsa Craig. I have trimmed some of them, which you can do with onions. You can cut them off kind of about there. If they get a bit too leggy, they will grow back. It's not a problem. And these are the Stuttgart ones. Never grown Stuttgart. In fact, I've never grown onions really. Not as much as these anyway. And then at the other end, up here, just behind the door, I've got some early potatoes chitting away, and they should be going in later on this month. These are Maris Baird. I've got some caras at home, which are main crop, so they'll be chitting soon, probably the end of, I don't know, beginning of March. But yeah, it's been a bit of a, let's get you in this side so we don't get the light coming through. Yeah, it's been a bit of a strange one, to be honest with you, because you can't really get anything done, not with this weather. And I've been resorted to kind of spending time at home and sowing seeds at home. I have managed some cabbages, not cabbages, cauliflowers. Got some collies in, some igloo and some Boris. Never grown them before. I think they're both F1s, early type. The other ones I sowed, as well as the onions. Last time I was up here. Yeah, all year round. They were end of, I think they were end of the life expectancy for the seeds, and they didn't germinate. The other ones, the I forget what they were now. It's Scottish Island. It'll come to me in a minute. Anyway, yeah, they just went lanky. Orkney, that's it, Orkney. They just went lanky, and they were about this big with little leaves on top, and sadly they went in the bin. Well, they went in the compost heap, and it's sad really because there's no more Orkneys about, discontinued, and they were just the last of the seeds that I had. So a bit disappointed, but that's gardening. You know, you have to roll with the punches, so to speak, and you just enjoy what you can grow. And I think the Boris and the igloos are going to be a good replacement for those. But it's February and we shall be moving on to doing cabbages, and I've got some aubergines in as well. So I've been over to see another allotment site, which I kind of mentioned probably before Christmas, regarding setting up a management team to run this site. It was very informative, and I'd like to thank Leslie from Scotsman Lane Allotments in Leeds for all the help that she's given me. We are going to move forward, and hopefully we'll get some of these other plots, which are at the moment being left for 3 years. We'll get them turned into being productive sites, get new members on, and hopefully turn this kind of run down, I would say run down, but because the people that are on here really do love growing, get it turned round, get some more allotment tiers on, and we'll get growing. I'd love to hear about your allotments and how you're getting on with allotment waiting lists and whether they're all full. Do leave us a comment at the bottom. It's always interesting to read. Cheers. Now, I don't confess to being the world's best gardener. And what I do is I just do it for fun. And if you want to join in and you want to follow the channel, just click on the subscribe button, hit the like button, and you can see what I've been doing. I mean, I'd like to take this opportunity to kind of say thank you very much for the recent subscribers, because the numbers have gone up tremendously, better than what I thought. Even down to the last video. I think it was the last video. No, last but one video that I did. And yeah, so stick with me. Hopefully, we've got some more videos to get out. We've got some other projects to do, and I promise, do the polycrub on the next video for those people that have been asking about it. And I'll also do the rain catcher, which goes to the bins over there, and that will be an irrigation special kind of thing. But yeah, in the meantime, enjoy the sun and don't get too wet in between. Yeah, enjoy growing. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.